How's everyone doing today? It's your boy A Dog TV. Today I'm reacting to another guy in TikTok. His name is Addis Available. I hope I said it correctly. It's about pride holds black men back. Now I wouldn't with this pride situation, I wouldn't just say it holds black men back. I would say in general, pride is something that helps us as men. It helps us as men to do what we want, and let's see what he's got to say. And hopefully, I can agree, disagree. Either way, we're gonna have a discussion. So
We don't talk enough about how black men have an unhealthy and self destructive relationship with pride because pride is the final currency that the world has to offer. When all else is lost, when you have nothing else, at least you have your pride. In a world where historically black people are being disrespected by systems, underpaid at work, compared to communities with more money, more opportunity, pride becomes the one thing that nobody can take from you. And therefore, for a lot of people, it becomes their self, it becomes their armor. The problem with armor is it's only meant for battle, it's not meant for everyday life. Yet, certain men wake up every day in a losing battle to protect their pride. Keep your armor on for too long, it stops you from moving. It is restrictive. You stop yourself from asking for help because you don't want to look like a beg. You don't want certain jobs because you don't want to take in.
the thing is, I hear put keeping your armor on for too long, you fall back and everything. You can't ask for help. But the question is, when is the right time to pull down your armor, especially as a man, when each time you open up, let down your armor, be vulnerable, you get hurt, then it's like you don't know. It's like it will be harder. It gets harder and harder to actually put down your armor because there's no right time. Because when you meet different people, they come across to you like they care and they this and that. Then the moment you open up, then just let one thing go wrong, and whatever you said to them in your weakness, they use it as a weapon to you. So, sometimes, in as a man, it is helpful to put up your armor, but of course, for a long term, it's damaging. But when is the right time to pull it down? Because if you pull it down and someone uses that as a weapon, and you're not, because of I know your armor having your armor up is sort of weakness as a man because you're protecting yourself from something else because you're not using your brain. You're protecting yourself outside out of mind. You don't want to hear it. If you don't see it, it's not happening. You feel me? Rather than dealing with your situation head on, you put it away. So I totally understand that. But I'm a victim of it myself because at the end of the day, I don't know when is the right time. You know, but obviously sometimes you feel it. It's like I wouldn't say pull down your armor 100%. I'll probably say, you know what, if you have a whole body armor, now you can have an armor that's protecting you from your head to your knees. Then as time goes on, you can have one protecting you from your head to your waist. Then as you're going on from your head to your chest, then the last, you always have to make sure you protect your mind. Everywhere else, but your mind, you have to protect it. So always have the armor in your mind. Then you can always then when you're open and vulnerable, you can now have a helmet as your armor and listen and open up to people. But don't ever go cold turkey because trust me, if you go cold turkey and someone hurts you, yeah, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be nice, man.
Because there's a chance you fell and you look bad. You overreact to any form of disrespect. You will go to jail or worse, the afterlife to protect your pride and respect. I've had conversations with a lot of young men recently, a lot of young black men, and there's a few things which keep coming up, mostly around pride and begging culture. This feeling of shame for allowing certain things to slide. This hesitancy to do what they really want because they fear what others.
This is so true. I remember during school days, when someone says something disrespecting to you, you don't, you might want to let it slide, but when your friends go, "Ooh, are you gonna have that?" Don't let him talk to you like that. That alone, that alone will make you do crazy things. Like in school alone, that alone made me have had fights in school because, "Ooh, are you gonna have that?" What did he say? Oh, swear down. My man said what? Nah, bro. If that was me, I would never have that. That alone, and you don't. And once you're angry in that situation, you can take it anywhere. You don't know if the person's got a weapon. You don't know if the person's got friends on them. Anything can happen. You can get jumped. Over what? Are you gonna have that? Then whether you win or lose, you're carrying the burden yourself. And if the person that, even if you end up winning, the person's gonna wait for you next time and catch you. Over, are you gonna have that when normally you could have just let that slide? You feel me? It's crazy.
This feeling of not wanting to look like a beg, to maintain their pride. But what I say is, what a lot of people refer to as pride is in fact a fear of shame. A lot of people, young black men, in fact, men in general, live in fear of shame. Try to study in an environment where people are not serious, right? You're acting better than everyone. And that,
I was gonna say, not black men, men in general. Literally, men in general. He's right. I like what he's saying. I like what he's saying. I like what he's saying. You know what? You gotta respect him, man. It's not easy opening up, but
you start a business and you fail, then you're a failure. That's shameful. Asking for guidance, you're begging. That's shameful. Even posting content like this, embarrassing. That's shameful. Let another man disrespect you and get away with it. Shameful. Image culture in the black community.
you know what it is as well. When I was younger, I used to think, if a man disrespects you and walks away, makes you weak. But as a grown man, it actually makes you stronger because when someone disrespecting you, the devil's on your shoulder saying to you, "I don't let that. Who you think you're talking to? Do you know who I am?" And the devil's talking to you. But for you to be in touch with your inner self, like let your mind and your heart work together, you walk away from that situation. Because walking away from a situation, someone violating you is harder than doing something about it. So trust me. So as a child, it was weak walking away, but as a man, you're strong walking away. I hope you guys can relate to what I'm trying.
Growth and development. Many people, many of us, grew up being embarrassed in classrooms, disrespected by teachers, checked by elders, still disrespected in workplaces. So we cling to the one thing, right?
The school days, I used to get disrespected so much because I was a freshie. I was a freshie in the classroom. I couldn't speak much of English, just came from Africa and stuff. And it was not easy. It was not easy growing up, but I had to just learn, do what I had to do. Of course, my retaliation to everything was fight, fight, fight because I couldn't speak English. You feel me? So I definitely hear what he's saying.
Oh, image. But when image becomes your identity, then growth is impossible because you have to risk your image. You have to risk changing. Risk that some people will look at you differently. That requires the potential of embarrassment. But it is all right to fail. It's not that deep. It's all right to ask for things, to put yourself out there. It's all right to be checked and let it slide because you have a greater purpose. You have things at stake that you don't want to risk, right? This isn't about shaming us, it's just about telling the truth. Pride protects us in situations where we've struggled, where we've been disadvantaged. But if we make it our whole identity, it also becomes a prison. And we deserve more than just survival. Anyway, it's just my opinion.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with him, man. I agree with him because pride can break you, but we're all human beings at the end of the day. We have to protect ourselves, protect number one. So it all comes down to not knowing when to lay your guard down. But if someone's been hurt numerous times, when they let their guard down, you can't tell that person not to. Because I think as a man, like, as a man, I was raised to protect my family. You know, protect my wife, protect my kids, provide. So it was protect and provide. So growing up, then obviously now being a man now, no one ever taught me as a child, or how you have to be soft and open up and speak about your problems, because no one ever asked me about my problems growing up. It was always, why do that? Why do that? And when I showed emotions, why are you crying? Are you a baby? What's wrong with you? Why am I seeing tears? So it's like, as an African kid, I used to get beaten. I would cry, then I would get beaten again to stop crying. I don't know how that worked, but it worked. Because the more beaten I got, I stopped crying. So using that mentality as a man, it's like the harder they push me, I'm not gonna give in. I'm gonna still be there. I'm not gonna let you know what pain I'm going through. I'm not gonna let you know if I can't do something, if I can't afford this. I'm just gonna smile at the end of the day. So, because they say opening up is weakness. But as a man, I'm learning how to speak on things that bother me, but only to people that I care about. I'm not open book to the world. You feel me? So I definitely respect what he's saying. But as men, we do need to try and open up a bit. But you open up too much, you're called a sip. You open up too much, you're called emotional. You open up too much, you have female tendencies. You open up too much, you're weak. But you close up, you're rude. You close up, you're angry. You close up, what's wrong with you? You need to be more, you need to chill more. It's like either way, you're doomed. So my opinion for this, for what I would say is, you know what? Do whatever makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anyone, do whatever makes you happy. It's your boy A-Dog TV, another day of Gossip TV. We just spoke about pride that holds, I wouldn't say black men back, I would say pride that holds men back in general. So, till another time, peace and love. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.